Usaffe press release. Insanity of Rodrigo R. Duterte as shown by a report of the President of International Council of Psychologists. ABS-CBN published a report on April 20, detailing the psychology report behind Duterte's annulment with his former wife, Elizabeth Zimmerman. In the news article, they quote details on how Duterte thinks were made public after a report prepared by a psychologist was entered into as evidence in the annulment proceedings initiated by his former wife, Elizabeth Zimmerman. A report prepared by Dr. Natividad Dayan, former president of the International Council of Psychologists, concluded that Duterte was suffering from antisocial narcissistic personality disorder, characterized by gross indifference, insensitivity and self-centeredness, grandiose sense of self-entitlement and manipulative behaviors and pervasive tendency to demean, humiliate others and violate their rights and feelings. In the article, it said that Duterte was confirmed to have antisocial narcissistic personality disorder. Dayan said in her psychological report that Zimmerman suffered a partner relational problem caused by severe stress during her marriage to Rodrigo, and that she will continue to suffer if she remained married to her husband. The psychological assessment concluded that Duterte was psychologically incapacitated to handle essential marital obligations. Moreover, Duterte's antisocial narcissistic personality disorder was found to have existed prior to his marriage to Zimmerman. A clinical examination conducted on Duterte confirmed that he was suffering from antisocial narcissistic personality disorder. Among the features of said personality disorder are inability for loyalty and commitment, gross indifference to others' needs and feelings, heightened by lack of capacity for remorse and guilt. For years, Duterte had been criticized for his alleged involvement in extrajudicial killings in Davao City and his apparent lack of remorse for it. Even further, the article mentioned the traits that Duterte is most likely to have because of the said personality disorder. The assessment further showed that Duterte can be easily upset when his needs and desires were not met. Immediate gratification of his needs and desires is always expected, any delay can upset him a great deal, the assessment said. The psychological assessment also found Duterte capable of destructive behavior and has poor capacity for objective judgment. Such lack of self-discipline often leads him to engage in unhealthy or destructive behaviors. However, he is not apt to see his behaviors as such, and instead sees these as merely exciting and challenging, the assessment found. As it is, he has poor capacity for objective judgment. He fails to see things in the light of facts, or at least from the point of view of most people. He interprets his actions solely from his own viewpoint, which is blemished by his personal needs, biases and prejudices, it continued. Duterte also tends to rationalize and justify his wrongdoings, according to the psychological assessment. For all his wrongdoings, he tends to rationalize and feel justified. Hence, he seldom feels a sense of guilt or remorse. Usaffe press release.